My parents often remind my brothers and me that they won't have any money for us to inherit, but I think they've already passed on to us the wealth of their memories, allowing us to grasp the beauty of a flowering wisteria, the delicacy of a word, the power of wonder. Even more, they've given us feet for walking to our dreams, to infinity. So that passage is from Room by Kim Thúy, and I finished this weekend. It's a Canadian author, so this whole like thing is made up of short vignettes, and it's kind of like the backstory of the immigrant experience and how they went from Vietnam to a Malaysian refugee camp. And it's supposed to be semi autobiographical, but the narrator is not supposed to be the author. And I saw this video that Kim did for Random House Canada, and it's kind of like you can take of it like everyone interprets it in their own way, and I definitely connected very much with the way that people view immigrants just being from parents that immigrated here from Dominican Republic. So it was very much a like I kind of viewed like I just took my you reinterpret it and you make it yours, and that's how I connected with this story. And I really loved how it just flowed, and how Ru in Vietnamese actually means lullaby, and in French it's a stream. And I think that the title is very suiting to how the novel made me feel, very much like it was like a song that's soothing me to sleep, but also like water, very calming, and that's how at least how I view water. But yeah, there's so much, especially from the passage that I just connected to, and there's another passage that I'll read now that really stuck. So it's about the American dream. Once it's achieved, though, the American dream never leaves us, like a graft or an excrescence. The first time I carried a briefcase, the first time I went to a restaurant for young adults in Hanoi, wearing heels and a straight skirt, the waiter from my table didn't understand why I was speaking Vietnamese with him. At first I thought that he couldn't understand my southern accent. At the end of the meal, though, he explained ingenuously that I was too fat to be Vietnamese. I translated that remark to my employers, who laugh about it to this day. I understood later that he was not talking about my 45 kilos, but about the American dream that had made me more substantial, heavier, weightier. That American dream had given confidence to my voice, determination to my actions, precision to my desires, speed to my gait, and strength to my gaze. That American dream made me believe I could have everything, that I could go around in a chauffeur-driven car while estimating the weight of the squash being carried on a rusty bicycle by a woman with eyes blurred by sweat, that I could dance to the same rhythm as the girls who swayed their hips at the bar to dazzle men whose thick billfolds were swollen with American dollars, that I could live in the grand villa of an expatriate and accompany barefoot children to their school that sat right on the sidewalk where two streets intersected. So just in that passage is kind of just like the weight of what the American dream actually is, and especially being from parents, I feel like, that are from somewhere else. You feel this unnecessary weight that you have to do everything that they wanted to do and couldn't, just because of how hard they worked in the past to get you to where you are now, kind of thing. It's like this. I don't know if I'm explaining myself correctly. It's very hard to kind of explain if you're not living it or have lived it. But yeah, so I kind of really felt this, and how there's this weight on the narrator, and she's always looking around feeling judged, and it's just her way of, she's just trying to get by. And so especially for the narrator, I feel it's the American dream, but this part in Canada. And this is my second Canadian read, and Jason from the Heavy Blanks and Foolish Oats, I've been trying to understand and view it from their perspective, but I'm not Canadian, so I wouldn't know how this would make how this translates to them. So I'd be interested to know that. Let me know, guys. But yeah, in all, I think it's just a great view of the immigrant experience, and that's something that you should definitely look into, because it's just so well written, and there's so many layers to the story, and it's fast. It's 140, and there's short pages, and it's so good. All right, I hope that this made sense, and let me know your thoughts of what I said down below, and I'll talk to you guys very soon.